In Brazil, nearly 500 teenagers accepted a different challenge. They joined a project to learn how to share their faith with confidence, both offline and online. In the Caribbean, an Adventist hospital has made national history, performing the region's first endoscopic spine surgery. It's a breakthrough that combines medical innovation with compassionate, faith-driven care. Spring Meeting is one of the most important administrative gatherings of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. It takes place every April at the church's world headquarters in Maryland, United States. In 2025, delegates from all 13 world divisions came together to review the progress of the church's mission and to approve a new strategic plan for the next 5 years. In this episode, you'll discover the key highlights from the meeting and see how these decisions connect to the church's largest global event, the General Conference Session, happening in July, which brings together thousands of members from around the world, coming up now on ANN. Every April, global leaders of the Seventh-day Adventist Church gather in Maryland, United States, for the Spring Meeting, one of the denomination's most important administrative events.
In 2025, delegates from all 13 world divisions, attached fields, and institutional departments came together to review the church's mission progress and approve key strategic decisions that will shape the next 5 years. Reports presented during the week revealed both opportunities and challenges. Membership growth remains strong in many areas, especially in urban centers like Chennai, India, where the church has expanded rapidly over the past decade. At the same time, survey data showed gaps in doctrinal understanding among new members, pointing to the need for deeper discipleship and community-based learning. Leaders highlighted digital innovation and media ministry as vital tools to reach younger generations and unreached populations. Approved guidelines for digital evangelism and small group ministry are designed to encourage local creativity while maintaining theological consistency. Administrative votes also included updates to the church's parliamentary procedures, preparing the organization structurally for its next global session. Financial reports emphasize the importance of aligning resources with mission goals, reminding leaders that stewardship must reflect the urgency of the church's calling. What began in committee will now continue on a much larger stage.
And that next stage is right here in St. Louis, Missouri, in the United States, where thousands of delegates and members from across the globe would soon gather at the Americas Center at the 2025 General Conference Session at the church's largest and most representative assembly. From Silver Spring to St. Louis, the mission continues. Make sure you follow ANN for full coverage of the General Conference Session this July.
In southern Brazil, a new initiative is helping teenagers live out their mission from an early age. The project, called Gideon's 300, brought together hundreds of young people to learn how to evangelize with intention, using the Bible, their voice, and even their phones.
At first glance, it looks like a big youth gathering. But here, the focus goes beyond fun and fellowship. Nearly 500 teens accepted the call to share their faith with courage, creativity, and purpose. In the town of Candelaria, in Rio Grande do Sul, they sang, prayed, studied, and prepared to live a life on mission. The project's name comes from a well-known Bible story. Gideon was a leader facing an impossible battle. He started with 32,000 soldiers, but under God's direction, and in a test of courage and trust, he ended up with just 300 to face the Midianites, an enemy army that often attacked Israel. With faith, strategy, and teamwork, they defeated a much larger force. A victory that proved that when you have a clear purpose and follow God's lead, the impossible can happen. With that same spirit, the teens took part in hands-on training. They learned how to invite someone to study the Bible, how to organize spiritual gatherings with friends, and how to speak about faith, both in public and online. Each workshop was tailored for this generation and was led by experienced pastors and mentors who believe in the power of youth.
We need to engage with the foundation and inspire new generations to become missionaries today, ensuring that the church remains a vibrant missionary community. This is the core mission of the church, a church that is always on a mission.
One of the special guests was Christian influencer Anna Jew, who shared her personal testimony and showed how even a social media profile can become a tool for hope. At the end of the event, each participant received a personalized Bible and was challenged to offer Bible studies to at least one person. Many left already thinking of names and making plans.
They are the church of today, and it's important for them to learn how to be missionaries. Whether they're young or adults, they will carry that mission forward. This way, we can ensure that future generations will also become missionaries.
In Thailand, 93% of the population is Buddhist. Few know Jesus and many show resistance or prejudice towards Christianity. But something extraordinary is happening. Real stories of faith, miracles, and transformation are emerging. Mission in one of the most challenging places for the gospel. Let's watch.
Shoes at the door, Buddhist monkeys, golden temples, warm and kind people. This is Thailand, a country shaped by tradition and especially by Buddhism, an ancient religion deeply intertwined with the identity of its people.
Buddhism as a religion was founded by the Buddha several hundred years before Jesus. And the teaching of Buddha is all about life is suffering. So the Buddha taught how to escape, how to liberate themselves from the suffering of life.
This deeply rooted religion leaves little space for expressions of Christianity. On average, it takes about 7 years for a Buddhist to convert to Christianity. This statistic reflects the stronger presence of Buddhism not only in Thailand, but also in neighboring countries and regions around the world.
There are about 7% of the world population who claim to be Buddhists. So approximately 520 million people in the world. They are mostly concentrated in Southeast Asia. Country like Thailand has the highest, Thailand and Cambodia, and Laos, and Myanmar, and Vietnam, Sri Lanka, some parts of India, and northeast of India, and also Bhutan, Taiwan, Japan, China, Korea, Macau, Hong Kong, Mongolia, and some parts of Russia, or even in the United States. They also have Buddhists in the United States and Buddhists in Australia.
Because of this reality, the presence of Christianity in Thailand is small, but is still significant and resilient.
We can pray for them. Those who are having problems, existing problems in their lives, we can pray for them. We say, look, our God is most powerful God. He can heal you. In some cases, God will perform miracles on our behalf. And when the Buddhists experience God's power in their lives,
the challenges are enormous, but the persistent mission of many men and women has slowly begun to change this country, full of beauty and possibilities for God to work.
And you know, God is very beautiful God. He's such a wonderful God. And He so much loved me. You know, I know that God loves everyone, but God so much I can touch that God really loves me.
You can have a peace in your life by Buddhists. Yes, that is good. But the most of Jesus is hope. It's not only good, but hope.
Jesus, the definition of hope. The Seventh-day Adventist Church continues to send missionaries to make Jesus known until the day He returns.
A Bible voiced by thousands, each verse read by a different individual. The initiative, plus 31,000 voices with the Word, is journeying across Brazil to bring this project to life.
The idea is groundbreaking. transforming the entire Bible into a shared audio experience that highlights the accents and cultures from various regions and backgrounds. Featuring more than 31,000 verses, everyday Brazilians, both within the country and abroad, are recording the Bible in Portuguese.
Each voice, each life, each individual plays a role in this international project. Brazil and several other countries are coming together to record a Bible that has never been captured in its entire history, with everyone contributing a verse.
The recordings take place in a mobile studio, built inside a retrofitted van. Since 2022, the project has already traveled over 15,000 kilometers across several Brazilian states. The goal is to reach 50,000 kilometers by 2027, when the final version will be launched and be made available for free on digital platforms. About 95% of the recordings are done inside the mobile studio, but there's also room for contributions from Portuguese speakers living abroad. Each participant chooses a verse and can read it either from a printed Bible or a screen installed in the studio. What's being built here is more than an audio file. It's a portrait of Brazilian diversity. Each voice, each reading, carries a personal story, a distinct way of speaking, and a unique connection with the Word. Beyond schools, churches, and community events, the project has also entered unexpected spaces like prison facilities. In these places, reading a Bible verse becomes more than a contribution to a project. It becomes a gesture of rebuilding, a step toward a new beginning.
Recording the Bible was a surprise for me. I never saw it coming. But every man has a dream, and that dream is to share the message of hope. This opportunity brought me great joy because I know that in one way or another, people will hear my voice spreading that message.
Among inmates, many had never engaged with the Bible in a personal way. The experience of recording their own voice reading Scripture is powerful. It's a moment of presence, of dignity, of personal transformation. The initiative also highlights the work of social reintegration that happens within the prison system, where education and labor open up new paths. For many, participating in the recording becomes a way to be part of something greater, something good.
Today they have the chance to create a new path and a new story for themselves and their families.
Ultimately, every voice that is recorded will unite in a single audio Bible that is both popular and inclusive.
The objective is that people encounter the living Word through the written Word. That Jesus may step off the pages of the Bible into people's lives, communities, homes, and countries.
An Adventist hospital in the Caribbean performs the first endoscopic spine surgery. The milestone reflects the institution's commitment to high-quality, innovative healthcare and stands as a testament to its mission of holistic healing and compassionate patient care.
Located in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, the Community Hospital of Seventh-day Adventists has made medical history by becoming the first facility in the nation to perform endoscopic spine surgery. Dr. Renee Cruikshank, a consultant neurosurgeon and spine surgeon, successfully performed the minimally invasive procedure, marking a new achievement in spinal care. Endoscopic spine surgery is a highly advanced technique that minimizes tissue damage, reduces post-operative pain, and speeds up recovery. Dr. Kern Tobias, chair of the hospital board and president of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the Caribbean, praised the hospital's leadership and dedicated team of over 100 professionals for their commitment to innovative, high-quality healthcare in the region. Doctors hope this advanced procedure will soon be introduced in public hospitals, making it accessible to more patients. Founded in 1948, the Community Hospital of Seventh-day Adventists offers a wide range of medical services with a strong focus on compassionate, patient-centered care as part of its mission of service and healing.
After nearly a year on mission, young volunteers who served in communities across Asia are now returning home. The experience was life-changing. Let's watch.
In the Philippines, a group of young people celebrated the end of a 10-month journey dedicated to service. They belong to the 62nd group of the 1,000 Missionary Movement, a global initiative that has been training and deploying volunteers in social and spiritual projects throughout Asia for more than 30 years. During the mission, volunteers worked in countries such as Mongolia, Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. In many cases, they lived in remote villages, taught English, supported health and education projects,